just start to kind of, I'm curious for your thinking here. Do you position this all as kind of the glorious rise of the retail investor versus Wall Street? Or, what's the narrative for you? And is AMC benefiting from all of this, preying upon these retail investors? What do you think?
Well, it is some crazy phenomenon, Kelly. There's no doubt about it. I personally don't understand the meme stocks. I don't understand why retail investors would pile into these companies and drive up their stock prices to levels that make no sense and sort of untether them from their financial performance. However, I'm all for sort of an excitement in the markets. And if this is what people want to do, fabulous. Good for them. They're, grown-ups. They can take their risks. They can benefit. They can take their lumps if they have to. AMC, I think, has been clever, more clever than other meme stocks by taking advantage of this situation by issuing equity, raising a lot of cash, which is good, and then repositioning themselves potentially to be an acquirer in the market. And I say good for them. And
we talked, Nell, we talked yesterday in this program with analysts about AMC and it being, overvalued relative to the fundamentals and blah, 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 blah. But a lot of the retail investors are interested in these stocks in order to change the fundamentals. So look at GameStop, where they're debuting this kind of shadowy NFT website that hints at a more interesting future, where they've made some leadership changes, some stock issuance. They're trying to, shore up their debt. It's almost as if the public is saying it was unfair to you that this pandemic happened. And we see that you could have a chance, if you make some changes. Maybe AMC's in the same boat. BlackBerry, if you bring up BlackBerry, you get inundated with how they are the way to play the EV revolution. And it really is fascinating to read about. So these are not just simply, hey, it'd be fun to sit back and do this, but it seems to be the public saying we want to see these companies win.
No question about it. This story of AMC is more like a Frank Capra movie that might play in the theater than anything that resembles securities analysis. As Bill said, it's a fun story. It has nothing to do with fundamentals. But what is good and what is important is exactly how Aron is responding to this. He's doing exactly what you should do if the sky opens up and cash lands on your head. He is settling debt. He is improving the product. And he's situated for a very happy summer. There are some great movies coming, and there are a lot of people who are dying to get back in the theater.
Bill, what do you make? I mean, people are looking at Aron's compensation and trying to figure out, is he the villain? Is he the hero? I mean, as Nell said, as these plot points unfold, you can see people trying to figure out what the narrative is here and still being somewhat unsure about it. And the fascinating thing about Aron is doing as well, he's been very effective at this. He's on Twitter. He's going directly to his investing base and saying, I'm watching you. This is a dialogue. Tell me what you want me to do. Tell me why you're investing in the stock. Tell me why, this army is, and he's really kind of taking that all in and speaking to them directly in a way that was never really possible before.
Look, I think this is what investors want. This is what the Reddit boards want. This is what the meme stock investors want. They want this direct contact. I think it's appropriate, as long as the SEC is okay with it, which is, something I really frankly think that they're going to have to look at more carefully. But unlike GameStop, I think, the AMC management is taking advantage of this. It isn't great to raise equity at like $9 and change a share when the stock is now trading at 60. That's not so great. But, how would he ever know, obviously, that this thing was going to rocket ship up today? And it's very unusual, frankly, for a company to issue equity and then it stock take off like this. So the whole thing is, beyond trying to figure out and beyond trying to create a narrative around, it's sort of like this fun roller coaster. It's been going on for a while in all these various meme stocks. My gut tells me it's not going to end well, but I give credit to the AMC management here because they've positioned themselves to benefit from the great movies that Nell was talking about that are going to come out and to be a consolidator and pick up other theater chains that aren't going to reopen or are facing much more difficult times. So good for them. This is what they should be doing.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.